Hi, I'm Jay. Welcome back to my channel. I have another little haul video for you because I got new pencils. Not that I need any, right? But I was really happy to see that in the meantime a lot of companies came out with pastel pencils because or at least the way I color, I think it's super important to have very dark and very light colors because in the end you really need them to to create depth, and especially the light colors, I use them to burnish everything in the end. So I always wanted to have that, the Holbeins actually, because they have so many gorgeous pastels, but they have always been too expensive for me to buy. I have a little small set I got as a gift. There's a video somewhere on my channel about them and I love them, but I never use them because they're so expensive. So what I usually always ended up doing was actually that I have this little set of Prismacolor here that regardless of which pencils I color use to burnish and create depth, like the dark green, a dark gray, a dark red, and the black, and 3 pastel ones, or 2 pastel ones and the white. But I'm really happy to have like a whole range of pastels, and I do hope that these can help me so that I don't have to use the Prismacolors for everything. So I got these, and I'm very excited to see how they are. I haven't used them yet. I wanted to, take a video for you. So let's see. They have, this is the tin. I unpacked it. It had a little wrapper around, and they have a lot of stuff in here, like a little booklet explaining how to use color pencil, which I think is really sweet. Also a little booklet about the colors, and I think they even, they have how-tos for pictures. I think that's interesting. All kinds of things. Project guide. I just put this all aside. I do have the 120 soft CastleArt Soft set. I think they came out with a new one, but I don't know these, so okay, let's see. Packaging is really nice, and I really like this tester sheet. I usually put all of my colors in my little swatch book. Those are the CastleArt Soft. It's actually the last pencils I got, so I can just put them on the other side. But I really don't enjoy putting them in my swatch book. So this is really nice. I'm going to swatch them on here, and maybe I will swatch them in my swatch book if I notice that this isn't actually usable for me. I hope the camera is fine and not tilted, and I hope you won't get seasick. But well, okay. There's 2 trays. Opa. So. And they are very pastel-y. I did look at these and the Monarch, the Black Widow Monarch set, which also has a lot of pastels, but there seemed to be more pastels in here, even though both sets had 48 colors, so I went with this one. By the way, the Prismacolor, those 3 are my favorite, you can tell, right? Favorite blender pencils, the cream and the rose and the white. So I hope these are similar. So let's start. Okay, this is Orchid White. I just swatch them out and maybe talk about it. Oh, okay, this is very light. This is actually comparable, at least just by looking at it, with the first CastleArt one. This one looks very similar. I think there's supposed to be no double colors. So if you have the 120 CastleArt and the 48 Pasteltint, you have 100 and 68 unique colors, but I don't know whether this goes for the gold, CastleArt Golds, or the Soft Touch. I don't know whether they're actually similar or not. Okay, this one doesn't lay down the color uniformly. I have streaks. Can you see that? It's very, very light, but they're streaks. I haven't sharpened them, so sharpening always helps with color payoff. So this is a bit weird because we're continuing on here. This was Orchid White, now comes Mimosa. I always lay them down in the top right corner with as much force as I can, and then get lighter towards the top left, because especially with those light colors I'm going to burnish with them, so I need to know how light they are. Oh, this is a nice pastel pink, pastel yellow, sorry, Mimosa. Saffron. I have to say that in the CastleArt Soft Touch, there are a couple of very nice light yellows already. So, saffron. I don't think that the paper is the best. It's pretty smooth, but then it might be comparable to a lot of coloring book papers, so they should perform well on this paper. Okay, saffron. Magnolia. I think I'll just speed up the video here because I don't think I have something intelligent to say about all the colors. But if I do, I can just stop it. This is a super nice green. Super nice pastel green. I find that in most sets there are light green colors, but there are always this lime green, this really bright color. But if you want to do something muted and then you want to burnish it, of course you could always use white, but this seems the perfect color for that. Begonia. This color seems even better depending on what greens you're using. This is more yellow, and this is more neutral, as it looks to my eye. Cowslip, very nice. Okay, this seems to be another nice pastel green. But yeah, this is also very light. I'm very happy about these three greens, because I feel like you in lots of sets and you have like light peach, rose and cream and such, but there's always a distinct lack of neutral pastel greens, so very happy with those three. Ah, this one has a stray pigment. Let's just hope it's just in the beginning and not all the core pencil. I can't see the problem. Okay, let's hope. Because this one is another nice green. That makes 4 really nice pastel ones, who are also there, which are also pretty different. Okay, that was the first tray. Now come the neon greens that you have in lots of sets. I mean, they are very nice to use as highlight and burnish with, but you have to really want to get a bright green color out of it, and often when coloring, you know, leaves and such, you kind of don't. This seems to be the lightest of the blues. Blue poppy. That is a bit disappointing, because just as with pastel greens, I feel that there's a distinct lack of very light blues. And there's one in the Prismacolor range, cloud blue or sky blue. I'll check in a second. And I use this all the time because it's the only very, very, very light blue I own. So Blue Poppy might be close. Let me check. No, this is the one. I'm thinking of Sky Blue Light. Paper. I just color next to it. Oh, it is close. It is actually close. Can you see? It's very, very, very close. Blue Poppy. Oh, that's good. Because you can see it's already pretty small. Because I use it all the time. Okay, that was Blue Daisy. Okay, swatch them all out. I'm a bit confused why the pinks are here again instead of here, but oh well. I'm really happy, as I said, with several of the greens, like these four, Begonia, Cowslip, Daylily and Savannah, because there's really not a lot of pastel greens, I think. I would wish that there were more light blues, because the only really light blue I could use for burnishing is Blue Poppy. It's almost the same color as the Prismacolor Sky Blue Light, which I use a lot. And I also use the Pablo for the same reason. And well, so there are several really nice peachy colors too, like the peach cream is really good. Might be similar to the, let me check, the Deco Pink Prismacolor I use a lot. Just put this here. Oh my god. Ah, it's even lighter and less pink, so very nice. And the Orchid White is also nice. Let me check how it compares to the original 120 set, which, as you can see, is really lacking in light colors, which was a bit of a problem for me actually when I started coloring that one page, because there was no light. Those are all, I mean, they're almost basically the same color. Those around here and these and the reds, they're all the same is it tint or hue I think. Oh my god. Lightness. So this is a very, very well nice complement to these. I mean, these all, again, look a lot like these, but those are very much lighter than any who is here. I mean, the Petunia Pink looks a bit like the 74, I think it is. And the Orchid White a lot like the 73, but there are several here that might really help. So yeah, I mean, I'm really happy, as I said, about the greens. I don't think I have comparable in the sets I usually use, and about the Blue Poppy. I mean, the problem with those is, as far as I know, you can't buy them open stock. So if I go and use the Blue Poppy a lot and then it's gone, I'd have to buy the whole set again, which makes no sense. So I just could go and buy Prismacolor. But I'm happy to have a bigger selection now and pastel colors to burnish with, because at least the Prismacolor is not, or you didn't used to not be, no, wasn't easy to source here in Germany. I don't know whether that changed. I hope it did. I didn't check. So I was always a bit hesitant to use my Prismacolor for that. And if you know, when you use them for burnishing, you use a lot of pencil because you go over the whole space. It's easy to see for me which of my pencils I often use for burnishing. Like, this is also one of my favorites. This is the Caran Pablo Bluish Pale. Is it Blush Pale? Bluish Pale? Blue Pale. It's also, this is very, very similar to the Prismacolor one. I use that for burnishing a lot, as you can see. That's why it's so small. All right, let's see. Compared to. And the same with the Granite Rose. I also use that one a lot for burnishing. So, I mean, this seems to me like this compares to the Snow Waffle and the Peach Cream. So I have two more pencils I can use. And the comparable, you know, pastel green in the Pablo range is the lime green, but, you know, a lime green is very, very bright, so there are no colors comparable to those. So I'm very, very happy about those four, as I said. So yeah, I mean, the real test will be how they behave when burnishing, of course. But I'll be happy to test that out soonish. I used the CastleArt the Soft a lot in the last couple of days, because whenever I'm just want to try something out and not get too serious about coloring, I use my budget pencils. So, and I really enjoy those. As far as the comparison goes, I don't know how these compare to the gold ones, whether they're the same color or whatever, because I haven't looked into the gold ones. I don't need more pencils. I have these. But I'm really happy about these, about the pastel ones. I mean, you can see that a lot of those are pretty dark, like the blues, as I said, a lot of those, the hydrangea is pretty dark, the larkspur is pretty darkish, and the pinks also are. So I could have done without these, but most of the others I really enjoy. I'm really happy these are in here. Some of them are pretty comparable to Prismacolors color-wise. I don't know how whether it's comparable to how the pencil behaves, because I haven't used them in coloring yet, obviously. But I do recognize some colors that I know are in the Prismacolor range, like the Perle here, or the pastel ones on this side. And this is always something that I felt that Prismacolor was very good about having those pastel ones that you could use for burnishing super well. So if you don't have Prismacolor set, then this might be very good buy, I think. I don't know how they compare when it comes to price over in the US or something, because I think this is UK based, whereas I know Prismacolor Premier is, since it's US based, cheaper over in the US than it is here. And also I don't know what prices did in the last 2 years, but no, really like this as a complement to the Soft Touch colored pencils, and pretty sure I will use several of these pencils on their own, even if I don't use the CastleArt, as I said, the 4 greens. I think I actually will take them out and put them in my little tray here, so that I don't forget I have them. Yeah, because I think those can be used in all colorings, whether I use Prismacolor or polychromos or whatever. So yeah, I'm really happy I got these. I'm looking forward to trying them out in a coloring book soonish. Okay, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll try to answer them in the in the comments below. And well, we'll see us next time, I hope. Bye.